number 7 ahead, scheduled for 10 rounds. 22-0 Paul Vaden, who looks to have stepped up a level here tonight. And this is his 23rd fight, and perhaps his final fight before he steps in against Vincent Petway for the IBF Junior Middleweight Championship. Ruben Bell, 21 years old, a cocky kid from D.C., 12-0 with 9 KOs, said he was going to knock an overrated Paul Vaden out here tonight. And right now in the 7th round, Ruben Bell has certainly a little more respect for the world-ranked Vaden. And right now, the champ is in the corner of Ruben Bell. Interested spectator, good friend of Ruben Bell, is Daryl Coley, the 3-ranked welterweight. We're going to get in that corner shortly. 1 minute gone by here in the 7th round. Now let's send it to the champ and Daryl.
Daryl, Ruben came into this fight with a lot of confidence. Do you think he was overconfident?
Working with me, we studied tapes with this guy Vaden, and I was the sparring partner. I boxed him exactly how Vaden was going to box him, and he did very good. Cut the ring off. You know, we feel as though my movement much better. My hands is faster than Vaden's, and he did pretty good. And I think his problem is right now is he punches too hard. He's burning himself out.
Do you think Vaden is better than you expected? And he expected?
No, he's not at all. He's just what we expected.
What's happening?
I think Ratman is punching too hard, trying to land that big shot, and Ratman inexperience is getting in his way right now. Ratman is inexperienced and he's punching too hard. He can't control his shots right now.
What can he do to change that?
He need to be patient and work and stop trying to knock this guy out. He need to just bang through the body and stop being anxious. Ratman want to knock out. He's a young fight. He got too many knockouts, and that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, these final few rounds, how close is this fight?
I think the fight is even right now.
Even?
Yeah.
Do you think Ratman can get a decision?
Yeah, I believe so, because I think Ratman gonna put it out in the 9th attempt.
All right. Well, you got to keep him working over here. Fire your men up in the corner. Al, they know what they need to do. They got their work cut out for them, but it still sounds a little bit like overconfidence.
It also sounds like Daryl Coley would like in a tag team to be over here for the final 3 rounds after this one. There's the clock ticking down. 20 seconds to go in the 7th. And now it is a weary Ruben Bell just hanging on to Paul Vaden. Remember, we're now getting into the territory where Vaden usually takes over. Vaden, the quick shot. And Ruben will stay right there in his corner. Another good round for Paul Vaden, and I think a little steam taking out of the cockiness of Ruben Bell. Sean, do you remember what he said before the fight in sizing up Paul Vaden? Let's see, what was that? What was that?
Intimidation. Ain't in my vocabulary. Intimidation. I mean, just because he ranked number 2 in the world by the IBF, I mean, you know, he rated. That's all. And for this fight, he overconfidence. And that's an advantage for me. Coming in overconfident, you know, get knocked out quick.
Oh, how tough it is. And you never really know how good your opponent is until the night of the fight in the ring. And tonight, Paul Vaden is very good. I think he's snuck up on Ruben Bell like he did in that 7th round. Paul Vaden, the uppercuts, punches over the top. Ruben Bell is walking in, asking for effort.
And even Daryl Coley, good friend of Bell's, been sparring with him, stepping back here at ringside and taking that look and saying, you know, the inexperience is showing through.
But he's got it even. Daryl Coley said it was even. Ever a friend, though. If you have a friend in there, you're going to cheer for your friend. I have Vaden comfortably ahead. Bell throughout this fight has just been a step behind. Yeah,
which means Daryl Coley has a point. Well, in Ruben Bell's last fight, he knocked out 16-9 Jeff Johnson in 9 rounds. The fight before, impressive victory over 11-1 Ron Hammond. He floored Hammond and went on to win an 8-round decision. But his 2 previous fights were KOs. One against Linnell Stroman, who checked in at 9-21, and the other against Tyrone Hick, whose ledger was 4-13. So we're talking about Vaden actually stepping up, but Ruben Bell, his step up is even more supreme in this fight.
Yeah, and really Ruben Bell has won almost every round that he's been in professional boxing. He's not been behind the 8 ball before. Experience is so vital. And going into this fight, and that's why you heard from him talking about, you know, different vocabulary. Not overconfident, saying that he wasn't.
Well, he's relying on power. It's a question of how much power is left for Ruben Bell. You see the speed still left for Vaden, and right now Vaden has Bell in his neighborhood going into the 8th with the 9th and the 10th ahead. Vaden just gets stronger, well-conditioned, loves to work in the gym, and this is where he likes to take the fight. And Vaden has to think he has Bell right in him, although Bell continues to dig in. Crowd chanting, Bell, Bell. And it's being led by Bell's corner. They know he needs anything to help him now. Needs the encouragement, needs the crowd calling his name.
Yeah, he needs the encouragement. They are trying to pull him out of this slump. He behind just a little bit, as I said, each round. They need to turn him around, turn him on, fire him up, and that's what they're trying to do.
His biggest punch came in the 2nd round when he wobbled the knees of Paul Vaden, but Vaden caught himself very quickly, got out of that 2nd round. 10 seconds to go in the 8th. It's scheduled for 10. And Ruben Bell just leaning on Vaden.
The explosions at the end of the round are very important. They do a number of things for a fighter. One, they give the impression that you are fresh, you are winning the round, even though Ruben Bell threw his hands up at the end of the round. And the other impression it does, it sends your opponent back to his corner, and he has to think about that combination he got hit that whole minute while he's sitting there on the stool.
Paul Vaden said, doesn't matter how I win, I just want to win. That's what's important. He is not known as a finisher. He has 11 KOs in his 22, so the only thing he wants to finish is this fight. He has to feel that he has racked up enough points. He's impressed here tonight more than he has in any of his fights. And he has the young Ruben Bell, the 21-year-old, hanging on, exhausted, and right now it's Vaden whipping out the jab, just beating Ruben Bell to that punch from the outside. And Bell just tying up inside, not even going to work inside. The arm's getting heavy for Ruben Bell.
The arm's getting heavy because of inexperience. He knows he needs to do something, Bell does. But every time he reaches to do something, he gets popped. Paul Vaden's too quick for him. And these punches from Bell are stronger and they're harder, but the punches from Vaden are quicker and snappier.
One minute on the nose left in round number 9, the scheduled 10-rounder.
1 minute and 1 glove on the nose.
Yeah.
The glove of Vaden. Vaden uses those ropes well. There's a good combination. Vaden lays against the ropes, he puts his energy, and then all of a sudden, he blasts.
Concerned look on the face of Daryl Coley in the corner of Ruben Bell. Coley ranked number 3 in the world in the welterweight division. One of the fine-looking young fighters, and he's been sparring for Ruben Bell in this fight. And had it even a few rounds ago, but you can see it all on his face right now.
Yeah, but when you're sparring with the #3 welterweight in the world, that takes a lot out of you every day. Perhaps what is happening, Ruben Bell is leaving his fight in the gym. It may be that Daryl Coley is beating him up so bad in the gym. Scott Rumbaugh, all of them words of desperation over there. Get on him, get after him.
And Ruben Bell saying, I thought I was.
Easy for you to say.
Vaden tying up and knows just get through the 3 rounds. Feels he has this one in his back pocket. And right now, Ruben Bell all over Vaden, holding him, trying to keep him against the ropes, looking for the shot. But there's just not enough room to get off any shot that means anything for Ruben Bell. There he is running into Vaden, but missing. Vaden in his office, operating along the ropes.
Operating with the uppercuts. His best weapon. We found out this fight why.
1 gone in the last 3 minutes. And Paul Vaden has really found his mark. Ruben Bell just not adjusting to that.
Very close, nose to nose in this round. They're in the corner of Bell.
Again, whipping the hands out. Paul Vaden, who has not lost that much speed through 10 rounds.
Not at all, and fighting on the inside. Rolling with Bell.
Ruben Bell looking for that one shot that could pull this one out for him. Rat-a-tat-tat, Paul Vaden once again rapid fire.
And Bell was wobbled.
There goes the mouthpiece. That's his mouthpiece. They stay in Bell's corner. Paul Vaden not looking to move out of it. Paul Vaden again ripping off the shots.
Look at these punches. Bell is throwing, but there is nothing behind the shot.
Ruben Bell 12-0. Paul Vaden 22-0. 2 undefeated junior middleweights head-to-head, fist-to-fist. And the youngster Ruben Bell, though, hammering away to the very end. But may have stepped up a little. Paul Vaden in his corner, feeling very confident that he has pulled this one out, and actually the corner of Ruben Bell showing some enthusiasm, and they think that their man may have won this fight. Well, let's find out. Let's go up into the ring. Here's Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, how about a round of applause for these 2 junior middleweights, Ruben Ratman Bell, Paul the Ultimate Vaden. Here at Merv Griffin's Resorts in Atlantic City, we go to the scorecards. Vinny Ranoni scores the bout, 95-95. He has it. Lynn Carter and Tommy Kazmarek both score it 96-94 for the winner by majority decision, Paul the Ultimate Vaden.
And Paul Vaden, much closer than we saw it here at ringside, wins the fight and now could look ahead at a possible world title shot at Vincent Petway.
Daryl Coley was right. The fight closed going into that 8th round. I felt like Vaden did enough. Ruben Bell just a little bit behind each round, but Vaden gets the win. Majority decision.